Well, concrete is the most predominantly utilized building product in the country. And today, we're going to go inside a Cemex concrete plant, a place that most people don't have a chance to go. And today, I'm joined by Dan Keeling of Cemex. Welcome to the show, Dan.
Thank you.
Glad to have you here. Now, I want to tell everybody a little bit about what goes into concrete. I know everybody has seen large concrete trucks driving down the highway, but what creates concrete? What is it made of?
Well, concrete is a mixture of aggregates, large and small, cement paste, which is made by concrete or cement with water added, and that's all mixed together in a uniform mix that's placed in the truck.
Let's talk about aggregate, because you've got lots of different sizes of aggregate to be used in different applications.
That's correct. We have different sizes of aggregates, and what that does, that helps facilitate either placeability or the workability of the mix. And so in a pump mix, you might require a smaller rock just to enhance the finishability of the product.
Now, for most residential applications, do you use a small, medium, or large aggregate?
Most residential, you're using a medium to large, what we call our 3/4 inch rock.
Now, on the Idea House, we're using a concrete that's 3,000 PSI. What is PSI?
Pounds per square inch. That's basically how strong the concrete will be at 28 days.
Now, concrete actually only has about an hour from the time it is put into the truck to when it's poured, right?
Probably about 90 minutes, I think is about the allowable time.
And I see here that you have sprinklers running on all of this aggregate. Why is that?
That is to keep the aggregate, what we call surface saturated. So we can use that. We know exactly how much water is in the mix. So we know that we don't have to add any extra to keep, for the rock to absorb.
Does that help with shrinkage and cracking?
Yes, it does. It helps overall to know how much water is in that mix. So there's not too much water, and that allows the concrete to shrink if there's too much water put in the mix.
Now, what's the next step?
Well, the next step is it's loaded up into a weigh hopper, run up, and then it's scaled, put on a scale, and weighed and introduced into a ready-mix truck. And then it's mixed and taken to the site.
Let's go take a look.
Let's go.
Well, Dan, now this is where they load up the trucks, right?
That is correct.
Now, they combine all of the different parts of the concrete mix, meaning the cement and the aggregate and the fly ash, right?
That's correct.
And it's all put into the trucks and mixed within the truck itself.
Yeah, it's weighed in a weigh hopper, so it's all actually scaled out, and it's mixed actually in the truck after it's dumped in and placed into the truck. And the truck has fins in it, and that actually mixes the aggregates and the water and the cement paste all together.
Well, Dan, thank you so much for letting us take a look inside the process of creating concrete. I really appreciate it, and we will see you bright and early tomorrow morning out on the job site.
Certainly. Thank you, Kristen.
As you can see, the sun is just peeking over the horizon. It's now about 10 minutes till 6 in the morning, bright and early. We're all out here. The first Cemex trucks have arrived. They're back behind us, and we're getting ready to pour the slab here at the Idea House in Magnolia Plantation. Now, in a few minutes, we'll be talking with Dan Keeling of Cemex Concrete.
Good morning, Kristen.
Well, we've gotten a lot done here. We've got almost half the slab poured. Now, a couple of questions. First of all, how many yards of concrete will we be using at the Idea House?
The Idea House, we're going to place approximately 130 cubic yards today.
And we're using Extra 500, which is a new blend for Cemex, right?
That's correct. Well, it's not necessarily new, but it is a blend that we put together, proprietary blend. It's put together to virtually eliminate or reduce your cracking.
And I'm sure that everybody has seen these little hairline cracks in their driveways and sidewalks and patios, and they really don't make the concrete any weaker, but they're not real aesthetically pleasing.
That's correct. They're not a structural problem, but they are aesthetically, like you said, pleasing or unpleasing. People walk out and see that crack or in the driveway or the garage, and it's very, very unsightly. You have to live with that. But now you can order some Extra 500. and virtually eliminate those cracks.
And saw cuts. You don't have to use as many saw cuts in a slab either.
That's correct. We have a 7,500 square foot house here. About 2,500 square feet is the largest recommended before you place a saw cut. So we'll have about 3 in this house.
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
Now, how long will it take for them to finish pouring the slab in the footers?
Well, with the boom pump, we should be able to place this slab in less than an hour and a half.
And how long will it take to cure?
About 2.5 to 3 hours to get the initial set, and then it'll cure over a 7-day period.
Now, you also have some sprinklers that you're going to be putting on the slab, on the concrete, as it does set. Why do you do that?
That's for the curing. That's to eliminate that initial quick drying in this hot Florida sun, to stabilize that and allow it to dry at a more reasonable set rate.
You were telling me a little earlier that one of the reasons that you do get those hairline cracks is because the bottom, the actual part that's sitting on this plastic, on the polyethylene, doesn't dry as quickly as the top, and that's why you get those hairline cracks.
Yeah, that's called drying shrinkage cracks, and that's why one of the reasons we'll put the sprinklers on, to allow that top to stay have moisture in it, and to keep the sun from drying it out too quick.
Makes a lot of sense, and we have lots of moisture here on the polyethylene because we got some rain last night.
That's correct, and what they're doing with the boom pump, they're going to work from one side of the slab to the other, and that'll allow that moisture to be moved off the slab without mixing into the concrete.
So it's not anything you really have to worry about?
No, not at all.
Great. Dan, thank you so much for joining us. It's great information. It's exciting to watch this all going on behind us. If people would like to get more information on Cemex or Cemex 500, how can they get in touch with you?
They can visit our website at www.cemex.com.
Great. Dan, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
When we come back to Home Talk TV, we'll be stopping by the Design Center of Trans-Eastern Homes. Plus, we'll be out on the job site with Pete Click at the DeBerry Golf and Country Club. That's coming up next, right here on Home Talk TV.
When her husband commits suicide, she's left to raise her 2 sons alone. Now, a shocking discovery turns the life she knows upside down. Based on a true story, The Familiar Stranger. Tonight at 8 p.m. on the WRDQ Sunday Night Movie.
Hold on, Central Florida. Don't buy that washer, dryer, refrigerator, or range. Don't buy that big screen TV. Don't buy that couch, love seat, or recliner. Not until you see our no-profit pricing on everything we sell. This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only. Ashley Appliance and TV declares a no-profit 4th of July holiday. Plus, pay no interest for 1 year. That's right. No profit, no interest. No one has a better deal. With only this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at Ashley Appliance and TV's no-profit holiday in Orange City, Port Orange, and Palm Coast. Remember, Ashley loves you. Yeah, we do.
Have you ever dreamed of living in a perfect country setting? This lovely Magnolia Bay home awaits. With a huge family room for entertaining,